Mikel Arteta, it is time for you to relinquish your role as a manager slash dictator slash ruler of Arsenal Football Club. The time has come. What I witnessed yesterday at Arsenal v Bournemouth was a multitude and a combination of different things all going wrong at the same time. Number one, the pessimistic and risk averse football contributing. Number two, as a result of point one, you have a lack of responsibility. Number three, mental and physical exhaustion as a result of number one and number two. Number four, pressure, i.e., all stemming from Mikel Arteta. Let me address point one, the risk averse football, mate. All season long, we have been going on and on and on. Well, large parts of the fan base have been going on and on about how this football is negative. It's negative. It's not fun to watch. It's almost a chore to watch. I can't imagine how it feels to play it, right? The system. The system sucks, right? Responsibility, it's going to lead me on to point two. Responsibility is almost shied from the players. Because if they take responsibility and they fail, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? And in a game of football, in a match, which we're talking about the sport, which is football, if you do not take any risks and you're not willing to take responsibility, nothing happens. What I caught yesterday is a fear of winning. Inadvertently, when you are in fear of losing, maybe say losing a lead or whatever, you are then automatically being afraid of winning. I believe that is true. That is true. When you approach a game with the fear of losing, you are fearing of winning. 4 years under this manager, we have discussed the idea of, you know what, players look stricken, stifling football. They don't want to take on, they don't want to make that pass. They don't want to take on that risky jewel. They don't want to take on that risky defender. It's negative, right? Carragher mentioned the term handbrake earlier on in the season, and it's flipping true. Stop hiding from the truth. Face reality. Now in the big moments, when, oh my goodness, now in the big moments, right? And it's not even a big moment. It's not. But by the way, it's not even a big moment. It's a 12:30 kickoff against Bournemouth at home. But the way they manage, the way the coach has made it out to be, and it's the coach. It's the coach, not the fan base. It's the coach. Come early. Bring your dinner. Bring your lunch. 12:30. We want everybody there. Blah blah blah. This is it. And the captain. Oh my god. The captain, Michael Odegaard. Michael Odegaard. I don't know what Odegaard's name is anymore. I couldn't Michael and Michael. Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard coming on before the game, talking about the running and this like that, like he's ever played well in the run-in. By the way, like they make it out to seem like such a huge fixture. Guys, it's one game of like six left to go. Calm down, calm down, calm down. And it comes from Arteta. I don't know what talks goes on pre-game and what goes on during the week. We get worried about the result so much. And I feel the players on the pitch, and I'm a coach, I play the game. If you're worried about the result too much and not so much on the process on getting there, you forget the process. You forget how to play at the back. You forget the movement. You freeze in the big moments in the match. Because all you're thinking about is the result. And that all stems from the build up during the week. After sporting, Bournemouth, come early, this, that, blah 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 blah. Goodness me. Goodness me. It snowballs. And in the match, it ties back to what I was saying earlier. Now, parts of the season now where you need your superstars, you cannot tell me these players are not fantastic players when you need the likes of Declan Rice, who's been put in for no good reason, by the way, but was put in top 10, top 5, top 10 for Ballon d'Or shouts this year. The best players on the planet are shying away from the football. The whole season, when you have to take responsibility and you got to take risks, you're shunned maybe because of the manager. I don't know what happened. You're scrutinized because of the manager. Now we're in crunch time. And yes, it is the running, it is the crunch time, but it's just another game. It is the context. The true context is we are in the running. You need to take responsibility. You need to not be shy. You've got to own the position you've earned yourself. They are scared. It comes from the coach. It comes from the coach. The football, everything, it's all connected. It's all interconnected. As I said, it's a combination of different angles and different things going wrong. This is what I'm saying. Anyway, I've addressed now the psychological parts of the game of yesterday's match and what I felt went wrong. And you guys know my position on on the head coach and everything like that. Let's talk about the lineup, right? I had no problem with what Arteta chose, and I have it on my screen in front of me. There was no issues with this lineup. He had what he had available. He used what he had. No problem. People complain about Kai Havertz being in the 10, even though I wish I had a stat metric to see the winning percentage of games when Kai Havertz plays as a midfielder. Why we signed him to this day, I'll never know. Many of you, many of my best mates are great fans of Kai Havertz. Each to their own. I think he's a tragic footballer. I'm just not. I'm just not literally not sold on Kai Havertz from day one till now. But people are like slaying Arteta for Kai Havertz being number 10. It's not fair. There's no Eze. Wherever Odegaard is, you know, he shipped out Neri for whatever reason. Kai Havertz is only there. He's the only one that can play. Fine. You have to pick Kai Havertz there, whatever, right? Automatic L, but it is what it is. Now, my issue with Kai Havertz is there's this sort of like a misconception with him that he's some technically sound footballer. This really secure, on the floor, the perfect profile for Arsenal, does all the right things. And I just feel like it is the biggest gimmick going with this man. Some of you are gonna close your ears out to me, and you're gonna turn off because you're big glazers of Kai Havertz. What I witnessed yesterday from that man was some of the most shameful and uninspiring performances I have ever seen from him. Right? I won't say of all time. I won't degrade him to that extent, but from him, absolutely horrible. The ball bouncing off his shin, the ball bouncing off his first touch, hitting his hand. Can't pass a ball. Can't pass a football. Can't shoot. I I don't get what people see in this man. 65 million, 280k. Zubimendi. Shit, man. Shit. Shit. There was this clip circling around on social media. I'm not sure if you've seen it. I'll try to flash something on the screen right now. And it was him looking like he was pretty much crying on the pitch mid game. Yeah? I'm sure he wasn't crying. I'm sure he was frustrated himself that he can't step up when the lights are bright and he knows it himself. Took 76 minutes for him to get off that pitch yesterday. I tell her, I'm not going to you. And it it rattles me because when this man came to the club, when we signed him over the summer, he's rejecting everyone in Europe for us. Incredible. I was so convinced, for whatever reason, maybe because I don't know ball, I was convinced this guy, from what they were saying in the reports and in the media, and what Rodri came out, I think, the Spanish head coach said about him being, the heir to, or the second man to Rodri, whatever like that. He is nothing of the sort. For a six, this man is absolutely nothing, guys. I've seen a few players in life where, and and many of which I've seen in the Arsenal squad the last couple of years under Arteta, where the lights are shining bright, they cower. You know, they get scared, they hide. Gonna flash a few screenshots on screen where Zubimendi as the six does not show for the ball. He is nowhere to be seen. Nowhere. I cannot spot my man. He only passes sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards, sideways. He is not progressive whatsoever. He's not even good defensively. Like he's not even a titan in the as a DM. Second goal, maybe I'm being harsh here. Second goal, Alex Scott runs past him, and he has this little like try to grab. He's just not there. He can't play at this level. He can't play when the lights are shining bright. And watching him yesterday, it wasn't like I was even mad at him. Like he genuinely looks like a player that is not playing at the level he should be playing at. I even sorry, I had to cut myself off there. Sorry, I had to cut myself off there. I even feel sorry for him because I was watching a footballer that genuinely is getting swallowed in by the pitch. The pitch is pulling him in. He's sinking. And why Arteta? God knows what he's watching on the sideline, and God knows what his coaching team is watching as well. Take the man off. He should have been off in the 30th minute. Raya's doing Trivela passes uh, and has like the second most passes in the game because for whatever reason, Saliba, Gabriel, and the criminal himself, Zubamendi, are all passing back to Raya. The six can't turn. He can't turn. He can't. And the fact that oh my god, this goes out to my best mates as well. I love for them to see this video. I'm going to share a link to them and we'll talk. We'll engage. How this man is put in any conversation with number five from a couple of years ago or from last season, TP. How you guys even compare the two players is astonishing. This guy's Livermendi. He can't play football. He can't. He's scared to receive the ball with pressure on him. He's mistake prone. The players don't want to pass to him. Reyes, as I said, Reyes doing Trivelas to find options. Everybody is shying from the ball. They're all scared. I'm not even Mendy. Everyone is scared. Everyone. The only player yesterday that I felt any sort of sympathy for, Lewis Skelly, Martinelli, and Victor Yokeres. The rest of them, oh my god. Why is everyone scared? Everybody's scared of losing. So hot headed. It's the next day and I'm this hot. It's insane. Listen, we've got to back the team. We've got to support them. I think we have Sporting next, and then we go to the Etihad, which could be the dagger. And the fact that this Arsenal team is playing the way they play, with I think maybe 4 points ahead. I don't know when this comes out. If Man City are gonna beat Chelsea, I don't know. Will be what 6 points, game in hand, maybe three. Goodness me, I don't know. Hope I've got that right. They have to go to the Etihad, and